Alright, so remember I told you about the sparkle demon?
Yes, you did.
So there is really, I'm sure some of you guys know about the sparkle demon out there, but there really is a demon that I could summon right now. It's called the sparkle demon. So the way you do it is you have to do a chant, and then if the demon hears you, it'll appear in between the flame and your hand, and you'll actually be able to see it.
Okay, David Blaine.
No, I'm being dead serious. This is some black magic right now.
Okay, I'm believing you. I'm just saying you sounded a little bit like him when you said that.
So you gotta repeat after me. It goes, sparkle demon in the sky, don't get sparkles in my eye.
Sparkle demons in the sky,
don't get sparkles in my eye.
One more time. Sparkle demons in the sky, don't get sparkles in my eye.
Sparkle demons in the sky, don't get sparkles in my eye. Alright, I feel it. It didn't work. Alright, let's try with matches.
Sparkle demons in the sky, don't get sparkles in my eye.
Alright. Oh my god, the sparkle demon has appeared.
It's a nice one. It's a friendly one.
It's a friendly sparkle demon.
That was cool. What other tricks do you know?
I would tell you, but we gotta roll that damn intro.
Resume is a heavyweight, yeah. Put it on my back, give me everything, yeah. I need everything. I need all of everything, yeah.
When you're talking about being a professional, then yes, gear matters. Gear always matters every single time. Shooting raw on a $10,000 to $20,000 or more camera is always going to look better than your iPhone 6 Plus every single time, all the time. So if you're a professional, then yeah, gear matters. Don't get me wrong, there is camera gear out there that kind of skates that fine line of professional and semi-professional. Sony full frame cameras, Canon full frame cameras, the new Fujifilm X-T4, Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 6K, Panasonic S1H. These are all great cameras that can get you professional looking results. Whether you're shooting music videos, promo videos, real estate, weddings, you're gonna get great footage out of these cameras. But as you get more and more professional and the jobs you have get bigger and bigger and you need more of a crew and the budgets are larger, you're gonna need more professional gear. So in that situation, yeah, gear matters. On the other hand, if you're a content creator, a YouTuber, then that answer isn't so cut and dry every single time. So I've come up with my own little non-scientific system to maybe help you understand if gear matters to you and if you need to come out of your pocket and spend some money and step your video game up. Not video game like Call of Duty, like your video game up. When you talk about YouTube creators, there's a million different channels with a million different ways to create. But I'm gonna break it down a little bit easier so you can figure out if you gotta buy some shit. Content is the creator. Content is your personality. Content is the niche itself. Content is the person behind the niche. It's the ability to teach or inspire or make people laugh. Content is the ideas that the creator brings to life. On the other hand, your visuals are the way that those ideas are brought to life. The execution, the delivery, the art, the style, the look. You can give two separate creators the same exact product to review. One shoots it on a smartphone and the other one on a $3,000 rig. Those end results are gonna be extremely different in pretty much every single way possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the big rig shooter is gonna have more success with that video on YouTube than the smartphone shooter. The big rigger will most likely have way more visuals, sick B-roll, better audio, shot and log, probably color graded it using the new Salute LUT Pack, links in the description below. But the smartphone shooter just might happen to be a natural born comedian, or they might have the most likable personality, or they might explain things in a way that connects with their audience better than the person with all the big gear. There are certain people that just talk well and keep their audience locked in. And this is exactly where self-observation needs to kick in as hard as it possibly can. You have to really be able to sit back, look at yourself, Take a look at your goals, take a look at your capabilities, and analyze yourself and be as true and honest to yourself as you possibly can. You have to be able to step back, look at yourself, look at your work, look at your goals, get an idea of exactly where you want to be and what type of content do you create or do you want to start creating. And then ask yourself, what are your strong points and what are your weak points? Also, maybe even ask some of the people that are closest to you that you know you can trust and have your best interest in mind. Let them know you want them to be brutally honest with you about your work. What can you improve upon? Or maybe what should you maybe start not doing as much? Maybe next time just leave that little thing out that you do. And once you start figuring out who you realistically are and what you realistically can and want to deliver to your audience, it's going to be a lot easier to not only find your lane, but master your lane. Take your content, throw it on a chart with your visuals. Now you got a 50-50 split on your creator chart. Next, all you have to do is, again, I'm using the word realistically very strongly here, realistically figure out where you sit on that chart. So the smartphone shooter from earlier with all the God-given talent is a perfect example of a creator falling 100% into the content section of that chart. Gear don't matter to them, so they really don't have to worry about buying a new camera, maybe just upgrading their smartphone every couple of years. On the flip side of that, there are plenty of channels out there that only do B-roll videos. They're like short cinematic 1 or 2 minute B-roll videos. Everything's in slow motion, there's no talking, there's no actual personality to the channel. And somebody like that falls 100% in the visual section of that chart. So if you're just getting started and looking for some help, the first thing I would personally do is envision. What do you want your channel to look like? What do you want your videos to visually look like? Maybe you have a favorite creator out there that inspires you. Maybe something similar to theirs is what you have in mind for your channel. Now, what do you got to do to accomplish that? If your vision is ease of use, get to the point, get it into post, edit it as quick as possible, post it up as fast as humanly possible, get back out there and make more again, then you might fall more into that content side of the chart than the visual. You'll most likely be good with a smartphone camera or an entry-level mirrorless camera for like $500, $600, $700. But if you envision high quality, slow-mo, B-roll, cinematic music, blurry backgrounds, great autofocus, all the feels, image stabilization, then you're gonna have to spend some money and step it up a little bit. Let's say all your videos are always gonna be in one single place, one setting at all times, like a desk or an office or a studio. Then you might be good with a budget camera, one decent lens, a decent microphone, and an alright light. You won't need stabilization. You can manually focus if your camera doesn't have good autofocus because you're always going to be in one spot. And the best cameras with the best autofocus usually cost a little bit more money. It's usually one of the main selling points. You can, again, use your smartphone or just buy an older camera that shoots really good 1080p. That would probably put you somewhere like in a 70-30, maybe even an 80-20 split on that chart. 70 being the content, 30% being the visuals. You get where I'm going with this? Or you might go 70-30 the other way and have like 3 or 4 B-roll sequences in every video and then just say a couple of lines here and there to fill in the blank spots. Or think of it like this, maybe you do YouTube, but maybe you want to start shooting weddings or parties or music videos or promo videos or some kind of work that you're going to get paid for that has to look visually pleasing. Then you have to factor that in. If your YouTube content is being shot on an iPhone, but you're thinking about making some money off of your video skills, then sorry to tell you, iPhones aren't gonna cut it. I've seen people do amazing stuff with iPhone footage, but at the end of the day, it just doesn't look professional enough, and you're probably gonna have to spend some money. It is what it is. Bottom line is you kind of have to figure out where you fall on that chart and who you are and who you want to be as a creator. So to answer the question, does gear matter? Yeah, sometimes yes, and sometimes no. It really depends on the person and what they'll be using that gear for. I'll leave a link in the description of an Amazon store that I specifically created for new creators on some kind of budget. I'm gonna put everything in there, lenses, different cameras, microphones, ND filters, whatever you could think of, spare batteries, maybe some budget gimbals. Just some stuff you might want to check out and scroll through if you plan on getting into this YouTube thing. I'm positive you'll find some stuff in there that's useful to you. That's it for this one. Thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't already. Until next time, enjoy your day, your night, and tomorrow morning. Salute.
Resume is a heavyweight, yeah. Put it on my back, give me everything, yeah. I need everything, I need all of everything, yeah.